I'm Nicole Rose Gellermino. I'm a teaching artist. Welcome to my workshop on drawing people, also known as figure drawing. In visual art, the term figure usually refers to the human body. Cultures all over the world have been drawing, painting, and sculpting the human figure for centuries. Most of us begin drawing family members around the age of 2 or 3. Why are we so obsessed with figure drawing? Well, all of us humans have bodies, and we learn about the world through our bodies. Our bodies allow us to see, read, taste, smell, hear, feel, play, and travel. Our bodies make us feel connected to each other through communicating verbally, such as talking, or communicating physically, such as hugging. Finally, our bodies are an important site or a place of self-expression. We express our gender identity, cultural identity, and individual personality through dress, through speech, and through body language. No wonder there's so much figure drawing in the world. But drawing the human figure can be challenging sometimes. In this video are some strategies to help you get started. To begin figure drawing, you'll need 3 things. You'll need drawing materials, surface materials, and source materials. I've made lists of examples of each one. In terms of drawing materials, anything that draws or writes will do. Pens, pencils of any kind, markers, crayons, pastels, oil pastels, chalk pastels. Surface material means the surface on which you draw. Plain paper is fine, but you can experiment with all kinds of papers. Colored papers, recycled papers. You can use cardboard, the inside of a cereal box. You can cut up paper bags to draw on. You can draw on newspapers, old folder files. Source material is something to look at and study while you draw. Drawing from your imagination is a fantastic skill. Drawing from a visual source will increase your drawing skills overall. Try different sources. Have a family member or friend pose for you. Pose for yourself in a full-length mirror. Cut out images from magazines or newspapers. They're full of people. Take photos of your friends or look through old family albums. Try Google image search. Open up google.com. Type in athletes, dancers, or other professionals who use their bodies in interesting ways, and then click on images. Here's a quick strategy to help show body proportions. For the head, draw an upside-down egg shape near the top of the page. Draw 2 short lines down from the jaw to form a neck. Now use the width of the head to draw the left shoulder, and again use the width of the head to draw the right shoulder. Be sure to slope the shoulders down. Use the length of the head to measure 3 heads down to the hip line. Try standing up. You'll notice that your fingertips touch your thigh about midway, mid-thigh. That means you're going to want to draw your arms past your hips so that the fingertips can actually reach mid-thigh of your figure. Use the top half of the body plus extra space to measure down to the ankles. The legs are much longer than our head and torso is. I've drawn the feet as diagonal U shapes. The hands require lots of practice, but starting with a mitten shape and then drawing in the fingers is a way to begin. If your figure is standing in a relaxed way, the thumbs will be facing the thighs and the pinkies will be facing outward. Okay, so we got the proportions down, but my figure drawing is feeling kind of rigid. Let's take a look at two contemporary artists and learn how they achieve movement and liveliness. Lynette Yiadom-Boakye is a British-born artist whose parents migrated to the UK from Ghana. When I look at this painting, I can almost sense their movements immediately before and after this moment. I can imagine the voices of the three dancers on the left. I can feel the intense stretch in my own thigh as I watch the dancer warming up on the right. When I take an even closer look, I notice that the figures are made up of not just rich colors and beautiful edges. Also, I'm noticing the brush strokes that swoop, fall, wrap, twist, reach, and move all over the figures. The lines the artist uses to show the figures have lots of movement. Njideka Akonyili-Crosby is a Nigerian-born visual artist working in Los Angeles. From British influences in Nigeria to starting a family with an Irish American, she explores the blending of cultures in her own life. I can get lost in the many images collaged into the painting and wonder where they came from. This painting is also full of people in what looks like it could be an ordinary moment. Here, the shapes of the figures and the shapes in the background give me a strong feeling for the activity in the scene, especially the cluster of children on the right. And the calm adults are painted in strong shapes against shapes in the background. Each adult carries their own unique mood or feeling. Click on the links below to learn more about these artists. Now let's blend what we know about body proportions with a strategy for achieving movement and liveliness. The movement in our bodies always comes from the center. Let's start by imagining the line of the dancer's spine. Next, we imagine the line of the hips, which are tilted away from us. The line of the shoulders is also tilted away, and her left shoulder is raised up a little. Following the spine leads us into the curve of the neck and the tilt of the head. We imagine the leg bones come down from the hips. The left leg looks straight. The right leg is lightly bent and a little behind her. The right arm extends straight and back a little. The left arm is lifted up at an angle. The forearm bends back to her face. Then I carefully observe the edges I see in the photo to give her body volume. I'm using an antique photo of a classical Indian dancer. As a mixed American, I am always seeking images to better understand my own ancestry. When you're ready to begin your figure drawing, who might you choose to draw? What pose will you choose to draw? You may notice that I did not erase any of my lines, and many of them are rough drafts or mistakes. If you really want to learn how to draw, the best thing you can do for yourself is keep your mistakes on the page so that you can learn from them. You may even decide that the mistakes look good after all. This video was made in partnership between myself, Nicole Rose Gellermino, and the Luther Burbank Center for the Arts. Please stop on by again next Tuesday at 3:30 p.m. to enjoy another Let's Be Creative video.